Welcome everyone, it's time for another episode of This Week in Free Gaming. Let's see what is available this week in the gaming universe that will cost you absolutely nothing, ending with a few of the very best sales that will cost you a little bit with very high value. And spoiler alert, May the 4th be with you, is part of this week, so we're going to end with some Star Wars sales. Starting off though with Wuthering Waves. This is a story-rich, open-world action RPG with a high degree of freedom. You wake from your slumber as Rover, joined by a vibrant cast of resonators on a journey to reclaim your lost memories and, just a little thing, change the world. So, this is just released a few days ago. 5,000 very positive reviews so far. And it is permanently free to play. So check it out. By the way, all the links to these games will be down in the description of the video. Infinite Nikki. Embark on a cozy open world adventure filled with vast landscapes, mystical puzzles, and unexpected platforming challenges. Lots of different things, and quite a surreal world indeed, it seems. Dress up, not just for style, but to unravel hidden mysteries, interact with a vibrant environment, and experience the freedom to explore at your own pace. So, cozy, puzzles, platforming, princess dress up. That's something a little bit different, so check it out if it seems like that's your thing. Now, this one looks quite creative indeed. The Mr. Rabbit Magic Show. Why is that hard to say? The incredible Mr. Rabbit invites you all to a mysterious magic show. Celebrate 10 years of Rusty Lake with a new free-to-play point-and-click adventure that promises to delight and shock you with its sleight of hand. I do not know what to expect from this, but in just the 24 hours that it has been released, it has over 500 overwhelmingly positive reviews. So what do you got to lose? It's free. Blight's Grasp. Explore a foreign planet on a journey to find your lost sister and a cure for this corrupted world. More world saving, how about that? Fight through waves of enemies using a combination of this world's elements. Will you be able to piece together a solution, or will it already be too late? Only you can find out. Let us know down in the comments if it is indeed too late. Not many reviews so far on that, but generally positive so far. The Lost Glitches is a techno-optimist trading card game with RPG progression. Head-to-head PvP battles require strategy, unique deck construction, and clever wits to climb the ladder. Very positive reviews so far. It is also free to play. And we rarely get through one of these videos without at least some hidden object, and the most popular genre of hidden object games is, of course, Find the Cats. This is the 4th edition of the Cats and Seek, this one in Tokyo. Off to find all the cats in Tokyo who are playing around the city. Can you spot them all? This is not my kind of thing, but I can see how it would be kind of relaxing and a nice little pastime. So the nice thing is you don't lose anything. It is completely free to give it a try. Gunboat Diplomacy Blast Off. Splatter slimes, massacre mutants, and assemble your perfect gunbot. Survive hordes of enemies in this top-down shooter roguelite by customizing your weapons on the unique upgrade grid and pick a wide variety of building-defining modules and wacky base bots for a new experience every run. That's a mouthful. Just 62 reviews so far, but very positive. We know that this looks like the Vampire Survivor genre, with quite a lot of deck mechanics and probably strategic upgrades, but that could be a lot of fun. It is indeed a free to play. Icor Burns, a high-octane action game set in the desolate world of Vesta. Master a dynamic combat system seamlessly switching between sword and spell. Explore the expansive quarry, challenge the invading darkness, and unlock powerful abilities. This, I believe, has just released. It is free to play now. It has no reviews so far. From the graphics, it's all going to come down to the mechanics and how smooth it is. So it could go either way. Definitely let me know in the comments of this video if you decide to give this a shot, and let others know what your experience was like. Now, I could not pass this one up. It has no reviews so far as well. I have no idea if it's good or bad, but Hamster Hustle is just too charming of a name, and these hamsters are so customizable that I had to include it. This is a fast-paced, chaotic, multiplayer party game where being it is the last thing you want. Dodge, dash, and push to avoid getting tagged. So, if I understand correctly, it is a multiplayer party game where everyone plays a hamster. One of them is it and tries to tag other hamsters before time runs out, which just sounds like a lot of fun, especially because it's free. So what do you have to lose? Like, download it next time you have a group of people around. Like, go for some hamster hustle. Real Run. Just 5 reviews so far, no idea which way it's going to go, but it has an interesting premise. This is an arcade-style hack and slash that puts players in the lead roles of popular movie archetypes. In this action-packed game, players face off against hordes of enemies across multiple genre-themed levels, each styled to emulate the film eras while keeping a fun arcade-like energy. So I see like Western, what do we have here? I see Western, I see maybe zombie horror, I see dance, there's a disco. Interesting idea if it's actually polished enough. Kind of the same story for this one. Thought it was worth including. Fallen Vestige. Looks like it could be an interesting survival horror game. You are seeking vengeance against the creatures that killed his family. He. Third person. He is seeking vengeance against the creatures that killed his family. Embark on a journey to find the source and uncover the mystery of the creatures in this open world light RPG with horror elements. So you need to explore, scavenge, fight, survive through means of parkour, puzzle, survival horror. So if it actually opens up into like an open world, so that's pretty cool. Could be interesting. Let's move over to Epic, where there's a couple of new free-to-play games. Dawn of Ages, in which you can experience authentic medieval warfare, command vast armies in brutal mass battles, utilizing diverse weapons and tactics, embark on historical campaigns against rival kingdoms, or challenge real opponents in epic PvP wars. There's a few different things going on here. It's not just a medieval war simulator. It looks like there's quite a lot of crafting, maybe town building, economic management, customization of your soldiers, and then medieval combat strategy, which is actually a combination that's right up my alley. So maybe I'll give this a try since it is free to play right now. Bloompunk is an immersive roguelike first-person shooter set in a vibrant world of nature. Players must grow and evolve their living arsenal of abilities to fight back against an invasive technological corruption before it consumes the forest. So the forest fights back kind of theme, but the forest has decided to actually evolve some pretty intense weapons there. Very interesting idea. Try it on Epic Games. And of course, the weekly free-to-keep game on Epic is Super Space Club. You can also get this in the mobile app as well. This is the weekly mobile free game. Super Space Club is a lo-fi arcade space shooter to chill to. Defend a vibrant galaxy as a club of misfit heroes and battle endless waves of spacecrafts to the tune of atmospheric beats. Outlast your enemies and vibe to the rhythm of the stars. We're going to move on to demos, and the most played demo this week on Steam is actually Half Sword, which is a physics-based medieval combat simulator featuring historically accurate 15th century arms and armor. We are not afraid to show the brutal nature of medieval combat with in-depth blood and gore features. Well, I will take them at their word for that. This looks actually quite a bit like the combat in Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is very challenging and historically accurate as well. It's difficult to get into, but if they make it a little bit smoother and kind of more intuitive, then this could be a very enjoyable melee combat simulator. Strategos was just released. No reviews so far. Actually, not released yet. Planned to release this year. It's just the demo that is available right now. A real-time tactics wargame set in classical antiquity. Simulate large-scale battles with over 120 factions, 250 unit types from the ancient world. Create custom battles or take command of historical ones. Now that is always really cool to be able to like jump into the seat of the general for historical battles that actually happen. See if you can get a different outcome than what happened in history. And with 250 different types of units, that is pretty impressive. So you can try before you buy. Now we're going to look at a few of the sales, starting with the Star Wars games, because May the 4th is going to take place this week. So a bunch of different platforms have sales on Star Wars games. I think I found some of the best ones. So starting with Star Wars Squadrons, if you didn't get it in 2022 for free from Epic, you can get it now. It is a historic low of $6, 85% off. This one is really great for multiplayer, VR, but it also has a short but very enjoyable single-player story to kind of get you into the action that I found quite well done, in fact. And yeah, if you enjoy any flight simulators, if you enjoy the Star Wars universe, this is the game that gets you as close to the squadron dogfighting action as possible. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, we have not gotten for free anywhere, and it is now $6. It was very well reviewed, very well received. This is a galaxy-spanning adventure in the Star Wars universe. Third-person action-adventure title from Respawn Entertainment. Comes very highly recommended. If you haven't played it yet, this is the best price that we've seen so far, so consider jumping on it. If you buy any of these games, by the way, it would be really helpful for the channel if you use the link down in the description. Then from most of the platforms, we get a small tip that helps support us at no extra cost to you. The best price that I could find for Jedi Survivor is on Steam, not on Epic actually, and that is $14. It is 80% off currently. Now, overall, this has mixed reviews, but I'm not sure why. I heard that it was fantastic. Maybe, I don't know. Tell me if you know why down in the comments, but I've heard it's an excellent game. And it seems like a pretty good price for a game that was just released 2 years ago. Ending with two games that have nothing to do with Star Wars, of course, but there's a historic low on Beholder 2, which is a very popular game. This is just about $2, €1.75. And in this, you are an intern at the Central Ministry of a totalitarian state with your whole career ahead of you, and you have to work your way up the ladder by scheming against your employees and spying on your boss, completing paperwork, and there's lots of difficult moral dilemmas along the way. Last but not least, I couldn't pass it up, Age of Empires Definitive Edition. This is the not remastered, but yeah, restyled version that came out in 2019. Now, the original game is at least 20 years old, probably even more. But they have a new shiny coat on it that makes it much more playable in the modern era. And this is, Age of Empires 2 is the classic RTS of all time. But this is the game that started the entire series, maybe even really launched a genre into the stratosphere. It has almost 13,000 very positive reviews, and it can be yours for just $5 with all the different historical campaigns, all the possibilities to play against people online, to play against your friends. That is a pretty excellent value if you've never gotten to experience this. All right, that's what is available this week for no or very little money to kind of feed your gaming habits. Let me know down in the comments what you are going to be playing over the weekend. And the code word will surprise no one. If you've gotten this far, then down in the comments, tell me, may the 4th be with me. See you all next week. Have fun.